Hello again and thanks for joining. Today we've got a Liliput wagon to have a look at. It's number L224416 and it's a French gondola with a cover over the top of it. It comes in this really smart Liliput box. It's a second-hand purchase again, and this one has got some shelfware down here in the corners, but I'm hoping that the model inside is going to be okay. So let's get it open and we'll have a look. Well, that wasn't so good. When I opened the box there, it just fell out the plastic packaging, but thankfully there wasn't any damage to it as far as I can see. One of the things I noticed straight away when I was unpacking this was that it's super light, this model. It really could do with a weight inside it. So starting at this end of the wagon, it's moulded in dark brown and it has this grey tarpaulin roof which has been painted on. It's just one piece. We've got some really nicely detailed handrails here because they're so fine, but I think they're actually part of the main moulding, which is really quite nice. And then we've got these buffers down here, and these are separate parts which have been added into the chassis and just pushed in. But you can see this one is suffering a little bit, it's a bit off centre. And you can also see a little tab there which is holding the chassis of this model together with the body. As we start to look down the side of this wagon, we've got some really clear printing here of these details here of the wagon. You can see the SNCF there for the French railways and this yellow writing up here. That is really very clear, so I'm very impressed with these transfers. You've even got these little tiny ones down here underneath the door. Talking of which, the relief on that is fantastic, and it's got some really nice bracket detail and the handle for opening and closing it. That is a really nice piece of moulding there. Further down the wagon, we've got this additional part here which is this little yellow brake wheel, and then we've got another door, and you can see that it has some transfers down here as well, and they're all very clear. And again, this warning up here. At this end of the wagon, it's almost identical to the first. However, it does have one less handrail. It's just got this one here in the corner. The top part is really nice representation of ribs of this tarpaulin, and the grey has been applied really well here. Even parts like here on the corner, it's actually been done really good. There's no overspill at all. But this part doesn't come off, so you're stuck with it on. These bogies have got some nice detail on them, but not a lot of deep relief, and those brake blocks are nowhere near in line with the wheels. But they do look quite convincing, and what's really good, I think, is that they're held on with these screws and washers as well, so you're not going to have any problems with this coming off. You've also got a cantilever coupling in an M pocket which cantilevers separately to the bogie that you can see there, and it allows a lot of movement as well, so this is going to stay coupled up when it's going around tight corners. You can see the Liliput here, made in China. That's upside down obviously in this video, but it is there. And then we have these brake parts which are additional plastic pieces which have been added in here, and they look really good actually. It doesn't go all the way to the bogies, but it has a good representation of all the pipework and brake gear there. It also has these parts here hanging down from the main moulding, and in combination with these extra parts underneath really makes the underframe look really good. The wheels are chrome, but they're kind of gunmetal chrome, and they're very free rolling as well. So this looks like a really good model. I think the only downside at the moment is the weight, so we'll put this on the scales and we'll check out how much it weighs. So this comes in at 65 grams. So this gondola with tarpaulin model from Liliput I think is actually a really detailed model. The printing on the side is absolutely crystal clear and very easily read. I like the fact it's got the yellow brake wheel as an additional part, and the tarpaulin is very convincing as well, and the colours are really good too. My only criticism of this model is that it does look a little plasticky at times, especially around the buffers at the ends, but that could really easily be resolved with a little bit of weathering, and this model would really come to life I think, because it's got a lot of deep relief to get picked out there on the main moulding, and it would really look quite special. The only other downside I can think of is the actual weight of this wagon. It's so light that it could cause some problems on uneven track. So possibly a little weight inside here would help this model. But also I kind of feel maybe it doesn't need it because the wheels are so free running and so smooth that you probably won't have any problems with it. So quite a good model from Liliput. I'm quite impressed with this. A very handy wagon to have if you're modelling European freight traffic, because I see these all over Europe, not just in SNCF livery, but in all the other major railways as well. And I'm sure Liliput does this in a whole bunch of different colours. So with a bit of weathering, maybe even some graffiti, this would look super good on your layout. So I definitely would recommend this wagon. I think you could probably pick it up fairly cheap as well, but it's a very useful wagon, very commonly seen, and it would look great on your layout I think. So let me know what you thought about my analysis of this wagon in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps this channel grow. I'll put this on the turntable so you can see all the way around. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See ya.